Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. In today's session, we are going to solve a live case study, or you can say that a project based on Uber Caps data using Python, Pandas, and NumPy. So guys, this session help you in terms of how we can start a data analysis project using Python and its supportive packages. All right. And also this video will be very comprehensive and helpful for data analysis using Python. All right. So first of all, let me tell you about the data. So guys, this data set contain start date and date category. These are the category, and this is the start and stop location, and this is the miles, right? And this is the purpose. So this is a very basic, neat and clean data. All right. Now this data I want to load in my Jupyter notebook, and we will be perform some data analysis on this data. All right. So let's go to the Jupyter notebook. So guys, here you can see there are lot of query we will be solved based on Uber cab data. Okay. So let's proceed this session. All right. So first of all, I am going to import the necessary packages. So first of all, I need a pandas as PD and I need a numpy as NP. Okay. So these are the basic library guys I need for data handling. So first of all, I want to read this data. Okay. So simple df equal to pd dot read csv, and here I am going to define my file name. This is my uber drive dot csv, right? So I have read this data successfully, and if I want to check or if I want to show how many records we have and what are those, right? So let me tell you. So simple df dot head. Okay. So can you see here view first n rows of data? So if I am writing here df.had, so by default, this function will display the first 5 records from the dataset. So guys, you can see here, this is the data, right? Start date and date category, start, stop, and miles and purpose. All right. So here I have defined the n rows of data. So for an example, let's say if I am saying n equal to 7 rows, if I want to display, so simple, I can pass that n, right? So here I am going to display the top 7 rows, or you can say that first 7 rows from the data. Similarly, if I want to see the last 5 rows, so I can define the tail function. So using this function, we can display the bottom 5 rows from the data set. Okay, so this is the data. Now guys, the next question is, hey, get the total number of rows and column in the data set. Okay, so you know very well there is a function that is called shape function, right? So df dot shape function. Using this function, we can check how many rows and how many column we have. Okay, so if you want to display the sensible message, so simple, using the app string concept, you can write here, let's say there are df dot shape of 0, okay, rows, and here df dot shape of -1. Let me close this. Columns in the data set. Simple, right? So you can see here there are 1156 rows and 7 columns in the data set. It is very easy. In case you want to check how many cells we have, it means how many element we have in the data set. So simple, you can write here df dot size. It will give you the total number of elements, right? Or you can say that total number of cells in the data set. So we have 8,900. So we have 8,092 cell in the data set. Okay. So let's say you can check using this approach as well. So df dot shape of 0 and multiply by df dot shape of -1. So I am having the same information. All right. Now the next question is, get the total number of null values in every column in the data set. So guys, it is very easy, right? So we can solve this query based on multiple solutions. So using this also we can do that. And df dot, let's say, is na dot sum also, we can have the same answer. All right. So it is very easy to check the information. Okay. And one more way also we can use here df.count. So guys, using df.count function also, we can check how many non-null value we have. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, so you can see here, this is just like an info function. When I'm writing here df.info, so I'm having the same information, 1156 and so on and so forth. So you can see here the column name purpose, right? We have lot of missing values, right? We have lot of missing values. All right. So here, in case if I want to check the non-null values, so how we can check? So again, the same thing, right? We can use here the count function, or we can use here the info function. Okay, so it is very easy. And the guys, the next thing is, let's say get the entries having null values in the purpose column. So we have multiple columns, right? Let's say df dot column. So the question is, we need to find out the null values on a specific column that is called purpose. So how we can check? So again, it's a easy df. The column name is a purpose, and here I can use is null and sum. So you can see here, these are the missing value in that column. Okay. In case you want to filter those value, okay, so it is easy. I can copy this line of statement and here df, and I can paste this. So you can see here, right? These are the null value in the purpose column. Okay. So it is very easy to filter the missing value as well. All right. Or in case, let's say you want all the values except the missing value. Okay, so how we can do that? So simple df, and I have defined this one, right? And here I can define the negation. It means just reverse of this particular data set. So when I'm going to run this, it will give me a non-missing value from the purpose call. Okay, so guys, it is very easy to filter this information. All right, now let's say the question is, remove the asterisk in every column using a rename function. Okay, so you can see here, we have a asterisk in every column. You can see, right? So I want to remove this asterisk from this data set. Okay, so how we can remove that asterisk? So we can use the rename function. So df dot rename. Okay, and here let's say the columns equal to, so my column name is, let's say, start date. Let's say head record, only the one record. So you can see here, start date. Okay, let me remove this. So I have removed, right? I have removed that start, or you can say that asterisk from every column. Okay, but this is a very long approach, right? This is very long approach to rename the column. In case, let's say, if I want to remove this asterisk in every column using the replace function, so it is very easy to do that. So let's say df dot columns and str dot replace, and here in place of asterisk I am using this one. Okay, so in case, let's say, whenever you have this asterisk, then you have to replace that asterisk by the blank space. So can I run this? So you can see here, we have removed that, asterisk from every column from the data set, right? It is very easy, guys. And using the lambda functions also, we can remove those asterisks from the data set. All right, so how we can do that using the lambda function? So simple, let's say df dot rename, and here I am using a mapper equal to lambda x, and x dot replace, simple concept, and here axis equal to 1 and dot head of 2 record. You can see here, if you want to reflect this operation permanently, so you can use here in place equal to true. So let me remove this, and here in place equal to true. Now, when I'm going to display the columns, so you can see here. All right. So we have removed this asterisk from every column using the lambda function. So there are a couple of ways to solve this query. All right. And now the question is, get the entries in the data where start location is this. Okay. So how we can filter the data frame, right guys? How we can filter the data frame. So again, it is very easy. So this is df.head of to record. And now I want to filter the start column based on this value. Okay. So how can I do that? So df, the column name is start equal to 4. I can write this. So you can see here, let's say I want to filter only the head. So you can see here, I have filtered those records only. Similarly, in case if I am going to target that information based on the stop location, so here I can write the stop. It is very easy. All right. Now the next question is how you can sort the entries in the data in the ascending order based on miles column. So guys, it is also very easy to sort the data. So simple, how we can sort the data frame? df dot sort values, and here by equal to the column name is miles, and I am going to define here ascending equal to false and head. You can see here. So I have sort this data. You can see, right? In descending order, right? Now drop all the rows where there are null values in the stop column. Okay. So I am targeting a particular column that is called stop. I want to drop those rows. So first of all, let me tell you some information. So let's say df is null and sum. So in the stop column, I have only one missing value. If you want to filter that value, stop is null. So this is that value, right? Now I want to drop this value. So how we can drop? So df equal to df dot drop na. And what is the subset, guys? The subset is the particular column that is called stop. Drop na. Drop n. Now, if I am going to run this line of statement again, so I don't have any record where in this stop column, I have missing value. All right. Now, the next question is using the describe function to get the statistical properties about the numerical column in the dataset. So, guys, simple, you can here use the df dot describe function. So here I have only the single column that is called miles. So it is displaying a lot of information. How many number of values we have? What is the average? What is the standard deviation? What is the mean? What is the max? And this is the percentile. 25% of the data is less than 2.9. 50% of the data is less than 6. And 75% of the data is 10.40. Okay, so it is very easy to display the statistical information using the describe function. All right. Now the next question is very, very interesting. You need to create a report in HTML form using the Pandas profiling. So you have to solve this query, right? And tell me the solution in the comment box. And for your information, I am telling you what need to do is you have to install the package in case package is not the part of your system. Okay. Using this information or using this line of statement, you can install this package in your system and generate a Pandas profiling report and try to analyze that report. All right. And how we can achieve this, please mention in the comment box. All right. So this is your home task. Now the next question is how to understanding the start and stop points. So what do you mean by this? Let's say I want to analyze what are those start and stop location, or you can say that data points. So here I am going to first of all print df and here start, and I need only the unique value. Okay, so you can see here these are the unique value from the data. Similarly, let's say if I want print and df, and from the stop and here I need a unique value. So these are the unique value from the stop location. Okay, so this is very easy and very interesting. All right, now if I want to find out how many locations we have, so simple length and df and start and unique. So we have 177. Now using the value count function to demonstrate the proportion of the different categorical value in the dataset. So what do you mean by this? So let's say we have some information in the dataset, right? For an example, let's say this is the start location and I need to find out the count of each start location. Okay, so simple, I can use here, this particular function. And if I want to find out, let's say top 10 only, so look at this. It's easy, right? Okay, so carry, this is more than 200 times, unknown location, right? And so on and so forth. Similarly, we can go with the stop location as well. So simple, here I can define the stop location, right? Okay, so now the next question is get the number of writes where start and stop locations are same. So how we can find out those information? Are you understanding this query? Where start and stop locations are same, we need to find out number of writes. So let's say df and here df and I need a start, all right, equal to df, that is called stop. Okay, and here I need a two column, let's say that's a start and this is stop. So you can see here start location and stop locations are same and we need to count how many records we have. So guys, there are 288 number of writes where start and stop locations are same. All right. Now find the favorite starting point according to the total number of miles covered. What do you mean by this? So we need to find out favorite starting point, okay, with respect to the total miles covered, right? So df dot group by and by equal to using the start column, and here I am going to target a miles column dot sum. So you can see here, and now I am going to sort this data in descending order. And I need a very first value, head. Sort values. So guys, you can see here, we are getting here unknown location, right? So where, this is my favorite starting point. Okay. So similarly, find the starting point of write where maximum miles are covered. So it means I am going to, for miles equal to max miles, and here I am going to find out start and miles. So you can see here, this is the particular location where I am covering maximum miles in the data set. Okay. So guys, you can see here, right? These kind of data analysis, you need to perform in every project most of the times. Now checking the data types of all columns. So it is very easy. df dot d types. Simple. Drop the unknown location. How we can drop this location? So I am not dropping, I'm excluding from the data set. So let's say df to equal to, and here start not equal to unknown location. Similarly, df2 here again, and df2 stop not equal to. I can filter the data in one go as well. Okay. So you can see here, right? So I have exclude that particular information. Simple. All right. Now the next question is very, very interesting. Find the most popular start and stop pair according to the total number of writes covered. It means you need to find out the most popular start and stop pair, okay, by count of travels. So how we can do that? So look at this df2, which is grouped by, and here I am taking a two column that is called start, and the second column is stop, okay, and the size dot sort values ascending equal to false, okay, and let me use here the reset index. Yes, and here you can see here this is the start and this is the stop, and this is the number of, you can say that, most popular start and stop location, or you can say that count of travels. And here now I am giving the name, let's say count. So you can see here, right? So this is the Morris Valley and Carey and Morris Valley. So this is the most popular start and stop pair, okay, according to the total number of rides. All right, it's easy. Okay, now can you see here? So we have start date in the form of object. So can you convert start date and end date into the date time columns? Okay, guys. So I am going to create a columns by converting the start and end date into the date time format. So df, let's say start date equal to, or I can call the original column as well, start date equal to pd to date time, and here I can define that column. Simple. And similarly I can go with the and date, and again pd to date time, and here I can use that column name. Now if you will check df.d types, so you can see here d types, right? So we have changed those column name into the date time properties. Okay, so it is very easy to do that. Now let's say in case you want to extract the month from start date and try to get the proportion of rights of different month, so it is also very easy. So how we can do that? How we can extract the month from the start date column? So guys, simple. Let's say I am writing here the month equal to pd to date time index, and here the column name start date. There are a couple of ways to do that. Simple month here. I can show you the data. So you can see here I have extracted the month. Okay. And one more way also we have, let's say month 1 equal to df, and this is the start date. And we know very well this is the date time object, right? So I can use here dot dt, and I want to find out the month. In case you are going to find out month name, okay, month name. So simple df, the column name is the start date, and again dt and the month name, right? So it is very easy to extract some information from the dataset. So simple. Now let me show you the data of head of one. Look at this. All right. Now I am going to, get the proportion of rights of different months. So df, and I am taking, let's say month, and let's say month name, okay, which I have already extracted, and the value counts, and the reset index, and here the name equal to count. So you can see here, right? In the month of December, I have done 146 rights. In the month of August, I have done 133 rights. Okay. In case you want to sort this month in, in Jan to December or December to Jan, so simple, you can sort this column. Okay. So this operation will be done easily. All right. Now find the average distance covered by the each month. So it is easy. So df and simple dot group by, and I am using here by the month and mean. Simple. So let me check what we are having. Okay. So let me do one thing. So df and let's say month dot unique. So we have unique month name. Now df dot group by, and here I am using a month dot mean. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me write here numeric only true. So guys, you can see here. So this is the month, okay, and this is the particular distance. 8.4 in the month is 2. We have covered this particular miles. Okay, so we can define here numerical only equal to true, right? So we are going to get the average of purpose column as well. So that's why it is not able to perform, right? So we can average only those column from the data set which are only the numeric. Okay, all right. Now extract the day from the start date. So it is also very easy. Let's say day, and here df, the column name is a start date, and simple dot dt, and here I can use day. Simple concept. And you can see here df dot head of. So we have extracted from the start date, we have extracted the day. All right. Okay. Now find the total miles covered per category and per purpose. Okay. So it means how many miles was earned per category and purpose. This is very interesting query. So let's say df dot group by, and here I am targeting a column category and the column is purpose. Simple. And here I am going to do the sum. And I am going to target a column is miles and the sort values ascending equal to false and reset index, and I'm going to define equal to, let's say, a total miles. Simple concept. Okay, here also we are having some information. So what we can do, we can define here, let's say, numeric only true. Simple. So look at this, guys. So this is the category that is called business, and this is the purpose of meeting, and we have drive 2,851.3 miles. Again, we have a business, and this is the purpose. Let's say customer visit, and this is the total number of miles. So this is very, very interesting. Okay, but remember one thing, in case you are getting some exception, so here you have to define numerical only equal to true. So it will target only the numerical column. All right. So this is very, very interesting. Okay. So guys, now the bonus, right? It is a very interesting. So sometime, let's say if you are working as a, Python developer or as a data analysis or ML engineer, so sometime we are getting this problem, how to change the data type of multiple columns in one go. So how we can do that? So I am telling you a best approach. Let me create a dummy data frame. And here, so guys, this is the data frame. Very easy, right? If I am going to check df.dtypes, so it is giving me a object. Now these object I want to change in a specific data type. Okay, so it means, let's say, specify the columns you want to change and their corresponding data types. Easy. So let's say, guys, I want to convert, right? Columns to convert, right? Multiple columns I have. So let's say I want to change A column, B column, C column, and D column. All right. So I am going to define the data types here. So let's say the A column I want to change into the integer, and the B column I want to change into the float, and the C column again I want to change the integer, and the D column I want to change into the float. Simple, very simple concept. Now df, I am going to take a columns to convert equal to df. These are the columns I want to convert dot as type, and here I am going to define my data types. Is done, guys. Df dot head, and now df dot d types. Okay, so we have convert into the integer, float, integer and float. In case you are targeting, let's say, integer 32, 64 or float 64 or 32, you can define that information. All right. So guys, this is all about in this case study, and we have covered lots of query from this data. Okay. So I would recommend to practice of this case study once again in order to understanding these kind of information in greater details. All right. Okay. And please solve that assignment using the Pandas profile and share your thought in the comment box. All right, guys. So for now, do the practice as much as you can. And thanks for watching and have a great day.